Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world and whatever time you are joining. It's wonderful to be with you, back with you, I should say, on this wonderful Monday. Um, some of you might know I just had a trip to Mexico with my family, and we had this lovely week's vacation visiting a friend of mine from Amsterdam. I lived in Amsterdam for 6 years, and I hadn't seen her for a while, and it was just very nourishing. And there were, I guess, two things in particular that struck me about the trip and being in Mexico this time. I actually lived there many years ago, but was reintroduced to a couple of things on this trip. And I think the first was how activated my senses felt. So there were smells and sounds and sights and just tastes of this environment that we were in that really awakened me to so much more than I think I had been feeling. And the second one was how profound the contrasts were between the environments where we were spending time. So one moment we were in a very busy town with lots of people and I would say heaving with activity. And then the next moment we were riding bikes through mangroves and ferns with very little noise other than the birds and the nature around us. And it was just really impactful. I felt my nervous system settle in a week's time. And I felt this lightness and this, I guess, feeling of bliss emerge right before we ended up getting on a plane and coming home. So today, what I was thinking is that I wanted to invoke this deep sense of peace and bliss that I felt by leading us in a silent meditation. Now, Buddhists call silent meditation Vipassana, if you're not familiar with it. And I have heard it described as a powerful key to opening up the rusted doors to our soul and letting fresh thoughts and ideas and inspirations come in. And it can be challenging to still yourself for a chunk of time, especially in the world that we're living in with all of the distractions and the things that vie for our attention. So if you're a new meditator or a seasoned meditator, it might still feel your mind might feel a little chaotic. It might feel highly distracted, and that's okay. But this idea of bringing ourselves into silence, into stillness, helps uncover deeper levels of awareness inside of us. So for today's meditation, I will lead us into the silence with Thich Nhat Hanh's conscious breathing phrases. And if you don't know what they simply are breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. You can also, I've heard something similar to that, which is I am aware I'm breathing in. I am aware I'm breathing out. And after a few breaths, you could simply shorten it to in and out. And as we move further into this type of meditation, you might tap into other present moment techniques that work for you, things that anchor your attention. You could go back to the five senses practice that we've done before, or you could use a mantra like hum sa or so hum. We also recently did a practice of zazen where we count from 1 to 10 with each inhale and each exhale. And there could be other phrases in meditation that you prefer to use as a type of mantra to keep the mind focused on the present moment. So just observe what arises for you in this practice and in the stillness, and give yourself what you need. And as I said before, it's entirely possible that you may feel resistance to sitting in complete stillness for a period of time. And that is absolutely okay. There is simply more space for thoughts and feelings and um, emotions to come through. And those are things maybe that you haven't noticed before. So you just simply observe, like clouds that move across the sky, what is going on, and return to the preferred anchor that you have. And what else do I want to say? Well, we'll be meditating today for about 15 or 20 minutes. As always, I will keep track of the time. And I just encourage you today, if you haven't done a silent meditation, and even if you have, to bring a beginner's mind. Let go of any stories that you tell yourself about a silent meditation or sitting in stillness, and allow whatever is here, to be present to what arises. Okay, so let's begin. When you're ready, I invite you to, as always, find a position that allows you to be both alert and relaxed. You might shrug your shoulders or move your wrists a little bit, move your feet, adjust your seat. You could roll your neck to just release any residual attention as you settle into your still and comfortable place. Please make yourself comfortable, whatever that means for you. You're welcome to gaze at a point in front of you if you would like to do that. Or you can simply close your eyes. And closing your eyes is just a way of tuning out the external world as you transition to tuning into your interior. Taking some time to settle, to move your attention from anything that came before this and anything that's to come. Being present with this moment and the next moment. You might begin today by setting an intention for today's practice. Perhaps it's to quiet the mind. Maybe to tune into the heart and any messages that might be settled there. Perhaps it's to experience a stiller mind or listen deeply. Letting yourself sink more deeply into the support beneath you, into the stillness, the beauty of this moment. Allowing your practice today to unfold in whatever way it wants to. Releasing any effort, any striving, any need to know. There's no place to be except for right here. And as you sit here with your eyes closed, or gazing at a point in front of you, become aware of the sounds around you, both near and far. Releasing any judgment about the sounds. welcoming everything and resisting nothing. Feeling your feet on the earth beneath you, your hands resting in your lap or at your sides. Your heart beating in your chest. Greeting yourself today with love and kindness for being here, for showing up, receiving whatever arrives with compassion and kindness. Begin taking a few long, slow, and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Settling your nervous system. Letting your body know it's okay to relax, to be in stillness and in a place of peace. Letting your breath return to its natural rhythm and depth. And as you inhale, you might begin to say silently to yourself, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. And on the exhale, breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And as you repeat these phrases silently to yourself, you might allow a gentle smile to lift the corners of your mouth as you repeat the phrases over and over again in the stillness. Breathing in, breathing out. We'll continue like this for several minutes, and I will keep track of the time. As our meditation comes to a close, I'd like to share some words from Thich Nhat Hanh as we come out of the stillness. People usually consider walking on water or in thin air a miracle. But I think the real miracle is not to walk either on water or in thin air, but to walk on earth. Every day we are engaged in a miracle which we don't even recognize. A blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, the black, curious eyes of a child, our own two eyes. All is a miracle. So when you're ready, I invite you to gradually become more aware of the space around you. You might notice or tune into sounds that are new to your awareness. Bringing some gentle movement into the body. It's important, really important actually, to come out of meditation, a silent meditation, slowly. Easing your nervous system back into the world around you, the external. And if your eyes are closed, you're welcome to keep them closed for a bit longer. And when you're ready, you might blink them open. Taking in the space around you with fresh eyes and a new state of bliss. I want to thank you so much for being in meditation with me today. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you next time.